Good afternoon, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader. Happy Friday. It's 12:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 22nd, 2021. This isn't financial advice. It's educational. Click the subscribe and the bell to be notified when these videos come out, as well as that thumbs up and share the video. We're talking about the greatness of the graph as well as RLC or iExec. Intraday updates are on that Twitter link below. Okay, graph. Well, we had a nice little rally last night. Certainly doused by Bitcoin's dumping earlier, so clearly a pullback across the market, but pretty resilient on the graph. Certainly the graph relative to Bitcoin holding its own at 1488. Now looking closer here, what we've seen is that we literally came down to the line, right directly on it at 88 cents and have since bounced back. Now, to be honest here, we almost hit $1 overnight, and it was getting really interesting. But, you know, we're not done with this rally yet, in my opinion. I think we'll start to see this thing trickle and trend back up, albeit not like 800% in a quarter of a second like some of the other cryptos we've seen, but I think this thing will steadily make its way back up. It's a bigger kind of crypto on the Web 3.0 scale in terms of market cap, so you have to expect these things to move a little bit slower than the really small, tiny ones. So anyway, 91 cents right now, and I think we continue our slow chop up. In the meantime, let's go over to the graph relative to Bitcoin. And again, we have broken that trend line, and we talked about it yesterday. We're probably going to hitting a little bit of resistance right here. You know, just based on past support areas, we need to blow past it. We need to blow past it properly, not just this little wick that you see on the screen. It has to go higher than that. But regardless, the graph's inner strength is doing very, very well. Now let's go over to RLC 414 right now. I think we're going to be range bound between these two lines, probably down here where this horizontal line of resistance it appears over here. And it's around 402, so we may have hit the low here, but you know, if we do pass below $4, we'll probably hit 382. We're trading at 414 right now. In the meantime, over to RLC Bitcoin, it is respecting that red-headed line on the bottom. You know, again, it kind of has been following the Bitcoin action, but it's, you know, holding its own, which is pretty good on the inner strength of RLC, given all of the downturn in the market today with Bitcoin specifically. But interestingly enough, and we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, you know, you have to expect a pullback after a monstrous rally like this, literally going from 40,000 to 66,000. That's more than a 50% move in a matter of less than 3 weeks. So there's no doubt in my mind we were going to have something like this at some point, but it's not going to be very long-lived. I have a feeling we're going to be back on our way up, slowly trekking back up again. Now over to Bitcoin dominance, and why I'm very, very bullish is that, you know, even with Bitcoin dropping so much, Bitcoin dominance has been going down. So this is anti-VIX-like properties here on the chart. So I think this is actually very, very good in general, and shows me that the crypto market as a whole is pretty healthy. And obviously with Bitcoin going down, but yet you see the Bitcoin dominance also going down. Generally, I think we are in a pretty healthy environment, and it's just testament to that. And that's why I don't think we're going to have massive downturns in Bitcoin from here. But, you know, this is not financial advice. Have to disclaim that. But if we do further go down here, we may probably hit a 44 handle. And then if we pass that, we'll probably start heading down to 43 and change. So we'll have to see. I had to draw this intermediary line of support kind of to show where we were over here, and maybe we do hold that line. But in the meantime, this thing going down with Bitcoin going up would be the better situation for altcoin holders across all of it, generally speaking. But we'll see. Anyway, so graph to US dollar, I think we're going to slowly make our way back up and creep back up on a Friday night into the weekend. And then graph relative to Bitcoin, again, I think if we passed the 1527 range, I think we start heading up pretty well there. RLC at 413, I think we're a little bit range bound between 430 and 383. RLC Bitcoin respecting that line, which is